Garcia, what's up, dude? Pup done his thing and mine, so now cranking up the old HP. Deborah, thank you very much. I appreciate you stopping by. So, obviously, most of you know I have this pond in my basement. Maybe some of you don't. uh, it's looking a lot better, and I am quite proud of it. Now, I'm sure it's a combination of things, but I recently, in my members only videos, tried to create some content for just members, but I know people ain't really checking it out. So I'll just give you the rundown of what I got like going on. Obviously, I always had the trash can filter. I did not always have that styrofoam thing right there, and it's just kind of acting as an extra polisher, which I'm probably about to remove it now because with the added dye sump over there and this outside filter inside, it has been doing a crazy awesome job at clearing up the debris. Some of the videos and pictures I posted, people are usually quick to be like, "Oh my God, Sean, that water!" Da 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 da. Well, as you see, I got like logs in this thing, big old pieces of driftwood, and it's naturally going to have some tannins in it and be brown. And then as you can see, now that you can clearly see down, I have a substrate in there, which is like river rock and sand, and it's kind of a darker color, so it gives off that hue or whatever. But irregardless, this filter, since I've put it in, has done a dramatic change in this pond. And now I've had to clean the sponges inside of that thing, I think once or twice now. And I swear this filter concept alone has done so much for this pond. It's crazy. Like, I mean, you can see everybody pretty much. And like me here looking at them, I can see directly down. I don't know what the clarity is to you guys. Garcia Vibes, thank you very much. Melvin, what's up, dude? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I wasn't sure who would all show up. It is kind of an odd hour. Us on the East Coast, it's 11 o'clock. But I figured Central and what is that, Western, they're like 3 hours behind us or something. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you stopping in at least. Glass Box Swimmers, what's up? So, I have two iridescent sharks in here. One of them I got from a buddy of mine, Trevor, but the other one's name is Derp, and I raised him from a little baby. I got a video way back on my channel about iridescent shark or baby shark, and I used that stupid baby shark song in it. But if you go back and see that and then like look at him now, he has gotten way bigger. I do believe the one in front, I don't want to put this on camera. Bad habit, sorry y'all. But well, now It's hard to tell. One of them's missing an eye, and that's the one I got from my buddy. And then the other one is Derp. He's the one I've raised from like 2 inches. He was tiny. You got Goliath. And then I haven't named the other Pleco. I didn't name Goliath. The person that surrendered him to me already had him named, and it's a good name for him. He's a big old common Pleco. You can see one of the jacks over there. I'm curious where my datnoids went and hid. They were hiding using that log to hide when I had it positioned over here. Right there where Jim is, big ol' ham. What's up, dude? So what's everybody got going on? $10 p.m. here in Alabama. 11. Yeah, Melvin, aren't you in Pennsylvania? I think we're on the same time zone. Anybody get any new fish? I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Garcia said, as for me doing fish tours and aquarium tours, editing videos. Oh, on that. Right on. I've been trying to edit up a few. Bipolar Aquatics. What's up? Not much, not much. I don't go live as often as I would like to. And I figured I had a little bit of time today. I was quite proud of this pond. And I figured I'd show it off and see what everybody's doing. Anybody get some new fish, or they have any questions about this big pond, or do you keep ponds yourself, or whatever. I got some new shoes today in the mail. Some new Balances. Is this an indoor pond? Yes, it is. It's down in my basement. If I had to guess, those datnoids are hiding down under this big old tree. And I got some little sun cats. I bet they're back there hiding. I love that idea of a indoor pond. Yeah, I finally, I bought my house, or I'm buying it. I'll be buying it for a while, paying for it. But I got my home, and I had the space, and this basement has a drain sump in the floor. So precaution is there. And I've always wanted a red-tail catfish. As you guys know, I have now. But I never wanted to get, or let me reword that. I would not get the fish until I knew I had a permanent full-size home for it. And this is still only temporarily, hopefully. I got a buddy that said he would even help me. I'm hoping to build a 2,000 gallon plywood tank, and that's actually going to end up in the basement. And I'm going to try to open up Casual Aquatics as a shop locally. I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but irregardless, I would like to get all of my tanks centralized in one area because I have a small fish room that has the majority of my tanks, and then I got the 135 in my front room and another 55, and then the 75 in the dining room, and then this down here. So I would just like it to be all together. Where are you from? I live in Indiana currently, but I was born in Wood River, Illinois. It's right by St. Louis, kind of, sort of. You might be familiar or heard of Alton, Illinois, Alton Bell Casino, the Mike Brown, I think that was his name, Mike Brown Riot. Yeah, best of luck, for sure. Right. What did you find out about your little mystery catch? So yeah, when I Googled it, from what you said, like brim, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. It was showing up either or, like perch or bluegill, but I couldn't like exactly match it. So I guess I'm just gonna wait till he gets a little bigger and find out. But I did keep him. I also kept the little mud cat, and I got them in a 20-gallon long right now because they're so little. Obviously, that catfish will have to end up in this tank or at least in the 135. And then the one fish that don't belong, but he gets along. That's one of those blue Mori or whatever fish. I believe it's an African. And he holds his own down here in this tank. Glass box swimmers. I have 4 mini ponds in my basement. I bring them outside in the summer. I got one of those 300-gallon Rubbermaids set up outside, and I was gonna try to like figure out how to make it function throughout the whole year. And it obviously gets cold here. It gets below freezing, so that would definitely be a challenge, but I just got too much going on at once, so I'm probably just gonna let that thing drain out, run its course, and try again next summer. I also have the in-ground pond out there that I started, and then I was stupid and I bought new pond liner for only one side and not the other. I was assuming it was still good, and it caught a leak, so I didn't even get to do that this whole summer. Mr. Jag right here peeking out. What up, Mr. Jag? I'm about to throw some food in here. See if they eat. Ooh, yeah, Mr. Jig. I don't know why these Red Devils aren't hitting it yet, but once they get going, they like pretty much come out the water at it. It is so fun to watch. By the way, thank you for hitting the like button. I see 5 people. That works for me. I appreciate it. If it's a bluegill, it may color up to have yellow on its belly chest area, but the pattern on it right now made me think it could be slightly different. Okay. I was going to leave one of mine out too to see if I could keep it going, but chickened out last second. I'm from the Midwest too. Mine was only a 10 gal though. Ooh, unless you had that like in ground, I'm guessing it probably wouldn't work out. I'm not above asking people and asking for information. Nobody in this hobby knows everything, you know, you just never stop learning, and that's a joy. But my point of this is, what I have learned is it has to be 3 foot deep and have some kind of aerator or something keeping the water moving, and that's like in ground. So to keep a pond, an actual pond out in your yard over winter, and it to still function and everything, it needs to be at least 3 foot deep and have some kind of water motion, something that's going to push it. And above ground, I don't know if you also added heaters and had something like a power head in there, something really strong pushing. Obviously, put in straw or some kind of insulation around it. You know, I was just going to make an experiment of it and see. So, I don't know though. A 10 gallon, there goes one of those devils. A 10 gallon's pretty shallow, so I'm not sure, but I mean, that'd be a video. I'd watch it. Yellowstone Aquatics, hey, what's up, man? Thank you. I appreciate it. Lurk all you want. I wasn't sure who would and wouldn't pop in. I don't even know if this is sharing out on the Discord or whatever. I shared it in my Facebook group and on my profile. That's pretty much it. Anybody working on any projects? And I got a beach ball, and I put it in here hoping like my fish would play with it, but I don't think they will. I thought maybe Jim would. Yeah, I think it'd be crick. Only Oscars, nice to see you too. You can actually see my Oscars tonight. There's one, there's two. I don't know where the others are hiding right now though. You can see a baby convict. I guess it's not really a baby. I don't even know how many of those in here. But yeah, this makes me really, really happy because a week ago, you could not see this clearly down in here. You couldn't see Jim's big head. Mud Digger said, hopefully sometime soon I'll have my stuff from storage and I'll be able to set up my 90 again. Heck yeah, what are you going to stock in it? Mr. Jag looks so good. $90-gallon, that's a nice sized footprint. And the whole idea or reason I wanted substrate, because I know a lot of people just set these up and bare bottom and it's easier to clean and da-da-da-da-da. Like, I wanted to have plants in here. And with little to no success have I been able to keep plants in here. So I kind of wish I didn't, but I'm just not going to give up on live plants. Like, I got some growing off the tree and stuff like that. It's attaching to the tree, so that's kind of working, doing its own thing. I got some alligator weed and cattails over here on the other side of this filter. I'm hoping they actually root down and start growing up. And then plants over there in the sump. I was really hoping these datnoids came out for y'all. They are purty. And that's exactly why I moved that log. Everybody like hides under it or by it. Like, that's where everybody navigates at. And it almost don't make sense because the whole point of like hiding is to hide from other fish, but y'all having a powwow under the log like kind of defeats the purpose. But they also, the smaller ones hide under this, so I figured if I at least separated it a little bit, I'd be able to see them more likely. And that big guy right there, that's Kofi. I raised him from a little baby too. This dude was like 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and I kind of got him blindly, and everybody's like, oh, that's gonna kill all of your fish. They say you can't keep 2 of them together. I have 2 of them in this tank, but the other one's a lot smaller, and I feel like Kofi's a male and the other one's a female, so maybe that's why it works, or maybe just the big amount of space, then it works out. There's the albino Oscar. There should be a Starry Night cichlid in here too. I bet he's hiding behind this trash can. Not sure yet. I had it set up as a peaceful community tank and as a predator tank before, so I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what I would suggest because that's like I always wanted to do a large community tank, and I actually have that now. I got a 125. That's my Misfit community tank. So that dream's unraveling or whatever. I like my monster fish. I'm not big on like species only tanks and stuff like that, but there's Jim. You'd really, and you wouldn't want something that's top water because that ain't that big of a footprint on that aspect, but I don't know. Do you have a favorite fish? That's my issue. I'm trying to get my 125 planted. I ain't got a whole lot of money. I'll be trying to find some native plants, and then people yell at me. So, yes. I got Nubs. He's got one eye and missing one of his pectoral fins. In here, he's probably about 16 inches. And then I got a gray Senegal and an albino. They're juveniles grown out in a 55. And that's the tank my tiger eel is in. There you go. Make it an eel tank, Mud Digger. Have you ever done eels? Oh, somebody kicked up some dirt. Now it's gonna get all ugly looking. Abort, abort. Want to put some sizable totes or pools in my house, but must be careful not to overload these antique wood floors. Well, Deborah, I have wood floors, and I have 135 gallons set up in my house, so that might give you an idea. Now make sure you're going like horizontal across as many support braces as possible to distribute the weight. So yeah, that's a smaller buddy coffer eye. I thought that was one of the dats. Those stripes were looking pretty dark. Well, there you go. Time to start. Well, you could plant an eel tank. They ain't really much for eating plants. But no, I get it. Planet communities do look real pretty. Right, and those tubs are usually like round. So depending on what type it is, that would play a part too. But typically, like a load bearing wall is your best bet. Like my house sits on concrete all the way around it, but I also can see my studs and cross beams and stuff like that, which that would be the floor upstairs. So I kind of had something to go off of too when placing larger tanks. If I could afford it, Mud Digger, I would probably do like discus. I don't know if a 90's technically a big enough footprint for them, but they're pretty. They look good in planted tanks, but they're just expensive. Or just do a rainbow tank with all the different types, millenniums, and just every single type that you can get your hands on. I think that'd be kind of cool. I'd like to actually do a 90-gallon. I would maybe do it like strictly nano, not just community, like pencil fish and western half-beaks and nano kaluis. I think they're called pygmies. Any kind of pygmy anything I would like throw in there and do like a legit nano community 90-gallon. Stuff that would otherwise even like possibly get eaten or picked on in a regular community setting. Maybe throw a few African butterflies on top. Thanks for hitting the like button, everybody. I got 8 likes right now. That's pretty cool. I appreciate it. Nine of them bad boys. All right, they might like me a little bit. Oh, that's why. Everybody's dipping. I'm guessing this ain't showing up. Deborah, if you're still watching, say something. I want to see if something worked. Hey! Yes, and nothing being absolute plumb or level. I'd be more content with vinyl plastic over glass in here when getting into the more... The 5 people hanging out, thank you. I'm going to try to share it out. I know Misfit just went live. I might even lose some more of y'all But I'm going to see if I can't get some more people to come hop in. I did. You showed up to a couple of my streams now. So I appreciate it. Obviously, I know you in the Facebook groups. Scared. What's up, dude? Are you live, or did you already go live, or you only do that on like Friday nights? I to the more sizable water containers, but sorry, I do have glitchy in-house Wi-Fi. Yeah, me too. Mine's prepaid through like Xfinity. Now Vibes is live. Everybody's live. Mine is Xfinity also, except I'm now on Fed-funded program for seniors where it's very minimal cost. It's awesome. Sorry I was gone for a second again. Like I'm trying to share out, try to get somebody new in here perhaps, or get some different people to ask some questions, or it's a tough crowd, y'all. There's so many people going live right now. Deborah, what's your biggest tank you have set up right now? $55-gallon goldfish. I mean, if you don't want much bigger, I wouldn't even try the pond inside. Just get you a 125-gallon tank. Oh, it does let me zoom. I'm stupid. Oh, my one surviving lily. So there were some big ones on that, and they either got irritated with it or something, and they pulled them up. But then there was two little runners down in the bottom that I didn't know about, and then I just figured, well, I'll leave it there and see what happens. And they in fact grew. Hi, Mr. Jag. What's up, buddy? This is probably one of my oldest fish. I already put food in, man. Yeah, I get that. I would definitely be looking on Marketplace, and then, I mean, you're gonna have to get some friends. Me and my old lady carried a 125, but, I mean, she ain't no pushover. Definitely at least 2 grown men. This dude would be thrilled if I brought that female jaguar down here, but I don't want a million babies. However, I have 2 red devils, but I think they're both males. I got an odd number of Oscars that there's a possibility there's a male and a female, but I haven't seen no babies. The only thing that I have for sure seen breeding here are the convicts, because they just don't care. Hi, buddy. Oh, they scattered. I was gonna try to get a good view on this fish and ask the 4 people that's in here if they knew exactly what it was, but of course he's gonna run. That fish right there. Still not the best view of him. I think he's like a Mayan tilapia cross or something. But the person that gave him to me or sold him to me wasn't sure. And that light is horribly right on. Do 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 do. Baby shark do do. No. Yeah, this was the one I got from my buddy Trevor. And this is Derp. This is the one I've raised as a baby. What up, Jim? But yeah, I'm not sure what he is. He's a cool fish. I had to remove him from the 135 because he started getting aggressive with my other Red Devil and Jaguar. I once found a 150, a pair of 40 breeders, and an extra long lowboy that used to be in a something. A 150 would be nice. That's an awesome footprint. That's at least 7 foot or like 6.5 feet. I know a 125 is 6 foot, and I think a 180 is 7 or 8 foot bar, but I would have to gone rent money to hire a truck to transfer all that. Made me sick because the former owner was gonna take on. Oh man, you didn't know nobody with a truck? I'd have been asking strangers. I give you gas money. Hi, Dirk. Hi, big guy. Well, I'm sorry you missed out on that deal anyhow. I was really hoping those dadnoids would peek out, but they're making a fool of me. They're like, ha ha, sucker. In business with just 150? Who's the other two people still watching? Because I know one's probably Nicole, and I know Deborah's hanging out. Bless her heart. She must not got nothing better to do to actually sit in here. But who's the other two people hanging out? I'd like to thank you personally. Send me a check. Liquid Zoo. I'm surprised you're not over there at Misfits. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. In fact, unless you was talking to Deborah. Deborah, is there not a closer place or like that makes tanks, or do you know anything about glass cutting or something like that where you could build your own tanks? Oh, all right. Well, you got partial payment with a wrench. I'm at to sign an IOU. This month, out of the 2 pennies I'll earn on YouTube, I'll give you 1 penny. Liquid Zoo, what kind of tanks you got set up? Are you more like nano aquariums, or you got some large aquariums, or do you have any ponds? What's your thoughts? Does it look good? Does it not look good? Should I just quit? I wouldn't quit anyhow. I'd still be in the hobby, but I'm just proud. You can see the bottom of this. You can see my fish with clarity. It makes me want to get more fish, try something new in here. But I typically like to try raising fish up, but in truth, if I'm going to try any other kind of cichlid or whatever, they got to be good size to go in here. I don't know, catfish kind of get away with it. Like, I can put, those sun cats I put in here are only like 3.5 inches, which I'm sure they hide. And obviously they're iridescent sharks, but when I added plecos, like, nobody really, I never saw no squabbling. Oh, I have so many. Where do I start? Excellent. World dominance is ours. Do you have anything this big, Liquid Zoo? Don't they look so good looking? An empty 240? You better fill that puppy up. 520s, 210s, couple fives, like 6 10-gallon shrimp tanks, 14 20 talls, guppy tanks, some bushy plecos with some hyper plecos. I have a 90-gallon salt, 90-gallon angel, CO2. Yeah, CO2's too expensive for me, too complicated. That would just burn me out right there. The 240, you need to get that puppy set up. And what do you plan on putting in it? And my only venture into salt was a freshwater moray eel. And he jumped out of my tank after 3 years of having him in there, no issues. But my fault for not having a lid, I guess. And sadly, I found him dried up. I want to do like a real salt tank, but I don't. It's kind of intimidating for me. Freshwater is simple. And I've heard so many people say, yeah, it's not really that hard once you get it set up and cycled. In fact, it's easier. You ain't got to do as much, but I don't know. I kindly disagree. Or agree to disagree. It's just not for me right now. Outside of 35, 110, and 290-gallon totes. Yeah, I got a 300 outside. It's full of water. Got a few crayfish in it. I'm going to have to get them out of there because, like I said earlier in the stream, I plan to try to make it function throughout the whole year, but things came up and whatnot, and I just can't afford to focus on that pond out there right now and or run added extra electricity out there to it. And so for the winter, I'm just going to focus in on my pond here and what tanks I do got going on inside. However, throughout the winter, I've been working on building my garage up. I'm building a loft in there. Oh, I forgot 3 27-gallon totes, 2 with rice fish, 1 with mollies, 4 29s, guppies, CPDs, angels, endlers, and cories. Like, do you have a lot of CPDs? Like celestial, pearl, danios? And how much do you sell them for? The 240 is for sale. It's been sitting here for almost 2 years since I bought it. Why haven't you ever set it up, man? And where is here? Where are you located? Yeah, Deborah, that definitely makes sense. Deborah, maybe you're close to Liquid Zoo. Get that 240. If he was close to me, I'd be tempted to jump on it. Close to me, I'd be tempted to jump on it. Man, I wish. I bought some from Aquahuna, and they ended up dying on me, and I think that's my fault. I had an ammonia spike. And or some of my fish might have ate them. They were still rather tiny, and I thought they'd be okay in the community tank, but I'm not too sure that was the best option. I should have put them in my 29-gallon community tank, which I got bristlenose, plecos breeding like crazy. Ah, pretty Oscar. So see, I think this is a female, and I think this is a male. So there's the potential to have 3,000 Oscar babies in here, but I don't know if they just don't feel comfortable with all the other fish or what the deal is. I know Lady and Tramp, my pair, that hurts to even talk about them, but they used to breed like clockwork. Maybe only Oscars. Yeah, exactly. I when they first bred for me, I think I let like 200 babies live and called the rest, and I sold them, surprisingly. And then the next batch, I think I only kept like, I don't know, 20. And then from there on out, I never really let their babies successfully, breed, because they'll fill an Olympic swimming pool. This Oscar's like checking me out or something. Like, what are you doing, Dad? What up, big guy? Yeah, I got a buddy. I joined his group, and he joined mine. He purposely or intentionally breeds Oscars, and I want a variety. I want some of those lemons and yellows, and like I want every different type of Oscar, like one of them. I think they would look really good in here. Predatory fins is just so expensive. We got this fish for $60, but shipping's $200. I'm gonna actually hit up my dude Jay. He done me a solid deal on my tiger eel, so I know he can get some exotic and cool fish. Their shipping is better now, but still way too much. I mean, I'm not hating on them. Look, I can appreciate that shipping prices to an extent is out of a seller's control. And what I mean by that is whatever UPS or FedEx or whatever charges, that's what it is. There ain't no talking to them and being like, "Hey, can I get a little bit of a discount off this?" No, it's not gonna happen. And most respectable places that ship fish will only do next day shipping or 2 day shipping. And those prices are kind of steep, anywhere from 30 to 60, maybe even upwards towards 80, $90. I don't know, depending on where you live. But people pad that. They pad the shipping price or the price of the fish. So like, okay, I'm gonna sell you this fish for only $70, but now I gotta make that money back. So shipping's $180. Like that. I don't know. I guess I don't ship fish, or I haven't shipped fish enough. I don't have an established business, and if and when I successfully do, maybe I'll eat my own words. But that's why more people should, I think, maybe establish mom and pop shops and local shops, and so that I don't have to order that fish from New York to Indiana. I can order somewhere in northern Indiana to Indiana, or eastern Ohio to Indiana, and not be so much, or whatever. Don't be so shy. You ain't gotta back away. Whatever. Liquid Zoo, I don't know if you answered it. Where do you live? I'll come get that 240 right now. What do you want for it? Five people watching. If you've ever kept Oscars, you know they like to tear up plants. If you would suggest a plant for an Oscar, what would it be? Of a Zindan with a nice aquascape tanks lining the walls and perched on nice stands, still with certain species conservation also. Iowa. Man. Yeah, that's definitely a grip. Like 6 hours. I used to go to Iowa all the time when I lived in Illinois. My mom's old man was from Bettendorf. And I think he had family in Davenport too, because we would go there as well. And then I got a buddy, Cody. He's in Cedar Rapids. Jim decided to come say hello. Usually those datnoids have been like staying around him. I wonder if maybe they'll peek out before I get off this stream. I got a couple Indo dats in here, and they're probably about 5 or 6 inches. They're a good looking fish, but they just like to hide. They're shy. Maybe I have given them too much space. But when I had them in the 135, they just hid in the corner. So I do get to see them periodically when I catch them off guard. And as long as I know they're doing good, that's all that matters. Six people in here now. Who else is in here? I appreciate it. I mean, if you don't want to say nothing, I guess that's fine. I'd just like to recognize you, announce you, say thanks for stopping by. Maybe ask you, if I don't know your name or haven't seen you before, how you found the stream. What's your favorite fish? What's your biggest tank? What's your biggest fish? Right now, Jim's probably my biggest fish in overall size and girth right there. But on length, I think my common pleco might have him beat. And those iridescent sharks are getting pretty big too. But Jim's still probably the biggest right now. Don't share the pennies. Epinies? What? Those are mine. Don't share the e-pennies. Liquid Zoo, what? Biggest fish, my koi and my common. I've heard some Anubis has tough enough leaves. Makes sense. Deborah, you're in Florida, right? Or am I wrong? You might have said where you were. I should know by now. Kopi's on the run. Northern Alabama. Yeah, that's right. Oh, so yeah, you're south. You're probably like 2 states, 3 states almost away from him. Like if I had the gas money and a trailer and the time, I would make that trip. Well, obviously depending on what the agreed price was. Yeah, the little Jack Dempsey's down there. They've gotten big. When I put them in there, they were little guys, and they've sprouted up pretty good. 2 active people and 4 lurkers. No, I appreciate it. Probably the most likes I got on a stream. Maybe not. Usually after it goes live, I'll get like a few more. And then like a handful of views, but nothing too serious. I hope people are interested in this. I would like to start doing some content on it, but I don't want to bore people. It's probably already redundant. $11 likes, yes! We got another. Lurky lurkers, what could I do to get you to talk? What's your favorite fish? I could go show you my 135. It's got my red-tailed catfish in it. And my prize pied devil, female jaguar, pom-pom knife, starry night cichlid, and geophagus, and another very large common pleco. No, I mean, if you have a 7-foot bed on your truck, standard trucks, their bed can fit a 125, which is like 6 foot 2 inches or something like that. So a 240, if you just had an extended bed or whatever, or then yeah, a trailer. And Deborah, I know, but at midnight, nobody's on. And like most people who subscribe to channels, they're not worried about lives. They don't watch lives so much. They, they catch what video you put out that pertains to them, and that's that. The Liquid Zoo, he's in the fish fam. There's a lot of my subscribers came from them, and I appreciate it. Like, everybody knows everybody and usually helps each other out, watches each other's videos, attends each other's lives. But I know I seen Misfits was live, is live. I think Vibes even went live. So there's a lot of people live. Typically, I only have in the daytime, during my special guest premieres and stuff, I have 13 to 20 people or so. Yeah, most of them are in Brennan's right now. And see, I started at a weird time. I'm sure everybody knew he was going live. I went right before he went live, and I think I don't go live often. That's just it. I'm not special like everybody or famous or I'm still gauging people, like, what do they want to see from me? What's different about me? Or, I try to go live when I have a special guest. I'll reach out to somebody that I think is worthy of coming up on the stream and that people might actually enjoy learning about them and seeing their setups and stuff like that. And then I'll try to promote it throughout the week, like up to the weekend date that I do it. And then I go live and hope for the best. And I don't think I don't know if my live posted on Discord. I think I ended up sharing it, which I only recently joined the Discord. I didn't even know there was a Discord. But I don't think people much. I'll just, man. We'll take that comment back. Let's just say I'm not everybody's favorite, I don't believe, and that's okay. What up, Jim? What up, you big ham? Scared, you're awesome, bro. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I went live through YouTube and not StreamYard. Well, buddy, then I don't know. I'm just the black sheep of the fish family. It's okay. Like, they know who Casual is, but yeah, he's just Casual. It ain't like he's got a 1,300-gallon pond in his basement. Well, Deborah, anytime you want to go live in the group on Facebook, feel free to do so. And you should do it, if you're talking about YouTube, you should do one because you want to, not for other people. Use it as a journal, a keepsake, as, you know, something you can look back on. Or that's kind of how I look at it. I mean, I got a couple videos that are ranked, and that's awesome. But oh, wow. Well, that's cool. I don't even know how long it's going to let me stay live, really, sadly, now. I think the cutoff's like, what, 2 hours? They're probably like, Casual Aquatics. Oh, nah, I'm going to bed. Liquid Zoo, are you a plant guru? Do you know if these lilies like propagate themselves? Holy wow. Okay, so it worked, Liquid Zoo. Thank you. You're awesome. Hello, hello, people. I'm back, boss. Thanks, Garcia. Gina's Reef. Hello, and thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Out of the people that just came into the chat, anybody consider themselves a plant guru? I got a simple question. Maybe somebody can answer. ABC Aquatics, what's up? Got some people in here. Maybe I'll start showing the fish again. Started falling asleep and stuff. Real quick, can anybody identify that cichlid in the middle that's getting chased off by the Oscars? I do believe it's a Mayan cross. Oh, yeah. You're definitely getting both pennies. But can anybody tell me, do lilies just self-propagate? Like, will they just keep growing runners? Or what's the extent of their life? 14 likes? What? Now it really will be the most likes I had. That's amazing. During the stream, anyhow. I do think they just keep going. Yes, lilies will grow runners and keep growing every year. Now, by runners, though, does it have to actually be planted? Or it will just keep growing runners straight up and it can stay in that pot? I really don't know what kind of lily. That lily. It's got a pink undergirth. Nine people. Well, welcome, welcome. I got lilies in my 90-gallon angel tank. They grow like weeds. That's perfect, man. I need to find plants for this pond. It's so big, and that was the whole idea. I wanted to make this as realistic as possible. However, I don't have CO2. You're constantly cutting them off. Now, can you propagate them in the sense of, can I like cut a stem and then replace it in substrate and it will grow? Or is that not how it works? I don't claim to know nothing about plants unless I've already had it and done studies. So I am definitely not above asking anybody about plants. You could be in the hobby only a month, but you instantly focused on plants, and you probably know more than me. You would have to cut a rhizome to propagate. I think they require a bulb. I know they do, like, start from a bulb. But my whole idea is to actually put a thicker level of substrate back there on that back and try to slowly sneak plants out of the darkness into the actual substrate and get them used to it without them yanking them all up. I need to buy Anubis, or not Anubis, Boost, but I hate that it's a slow growth plant. But, you know, Boosters are great for attaching to wood and stuff. And I really could have those trees looking pretty good. How are you going to keep fish from destroying? I have no idea. That's the whole plan. Figure out how. Like, obviously, the plants over there that are working are attached to that tree. And then behind that trash can filter, I have some cattails attempting to grow up. They haven't pulled on them yet. But I did try putting, I don't know, some random plants out in the open, and I always find them floating. I had this huge jungle val, but I didn't have it deep enough and protected. I was hoping it was going to take off in here. My goal is maybe some jungle val, some Amazon swords maybe. If I get like plant planters or something from Co-op to kind of keep them anchored down till they really get good and rooted, and then root them down. I have kept, it's called a Crenum cow, and actual fish tank with cichlids before, and they didn't seem to bother it. So I might try some of those too when I can afford them, because they're not exactly the cheapest plant. And I'm always trying to find wild plants that could possibly work. Like, I got some pondweed that's growing great in my axolotl tank. "11 people watching. Who are you? Thank you very much for stopping in. If you have any questions, just please ask. Don't be afraid. I'll answer whatever. You can tell me I'm crazy and I shouldn't have this pond set up in my basement and it's inhumane, and that's okay too. Have I tried Java Fern in my pond? I'm not sure that I have. I might try that. Okay, the reason your live isn't showing up on the Fish Fam link is because you don't have your homepage on YouTube set to show that you are live. How do I do that? I can't go into settings now through YouTube. That's the plus about StreamYard, and I should have just done it on StreamYard. Java fern is one that you don't plant in substrate, so it attaches to like wood and stuff like that. Under customized channel layout, live now needs to be listed as one of the first items. Yeah, and I'm not sure I can do that now. I will keep that in mind for the next time I try to go live. And the next time I go live, I'm probably going to use StreamYard because you can at least do some cool things. You can put some music in the background and stuff like that. I can't do it on mobile for some reason. Hold while I break fishfam.link. Yeah, everybody watching, if you're not already part of the Fish Fam, check out fishfam link or fishfam.link. It's a pretty cool community. There's a lot of people just like us that love talking fish and keep tanks. And that's what I'd like to do maybe. If I can't get plants to actually grow down in the substrate, I at least want to like line this whole piece of driftwood with attached plants and maybe something that's going to attach and maybe even still kind of grow up on that in the middle. And then I want to get mosses and all kinds of stuff and cover the big log over there. And I'm really not sure what I'm doing with that log across. Maybe if I can get some pot hosts to grow. However, I got to be careful because I got cats and they like to sneak down here, and obviously that's poisonous to them. What up, Mr. Jag? Everybody's getting all rowdy up. This is like their daytime. I have the lights set on a timer to where like when I used to get off work at 11 o'clock that they would come on so that I got my daylight viewing with them, and then throughout the actual day it's dark. Baby shark, do, 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 do. Oh, we got it! Baby shark, do, 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 do. Mommy shark, do, do, do. I'm sorry, y'all. We have a baby shark at work. Liquid Zoo, I seen it popped up. What did you have to do? And is it a real shark, Gina? I mean, they're definitely real sharks in all sense of the word, but not like salt shark with razor teeth. But they'll get big, that's for sure. And now I do owe you both pennies, Liquid Zoo. However, really, like I said, this is an odd hour. I'm surprised 9 people are in here right now. I don't expect many people to see that live in Discord and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get me a cup of coffee and go sit in and watch Casual. Banded cat shark, almost 1 week old. Those are beautiful. Well, that's awesome. I recently got to see a baby banded cat shark and some banded cat shark eggs at a store tour I done. Oh. Yeah, I seen it pop up. I appreciate it, man. Maybe the next time I stream, I'll have better luck. But hopefully some people watch some of this. I don't expect Replay Crew to watch all of it. But maybe they'll see enough in what they do watch, and then it might actually interest them. And they'll be like, oh man, I didn't know about that. Maybe I'm going to have to check them out or something. We had an egg for about 3 months and then it hatched. I bet that was exciting. I done a little research on them, and I know sometimes you got to help them hatch or they will literally die inside of the egg because they can't get out. They will be hooked as soon as they find out you sing. Let me practice on it. All right. Baby shark, dude. They need to be hooked on this pond and tell me what they want to see put in it. Like, I don't want to rush the red-tail catfish growing, but obviously when he comes to this, he's going to be the talk of it, and hopefully he don't eat all my cichlids. Just maybe. I tell you what, I am putting out a video that I caught those endodactyloids in the video. So if y'all check out that video when it comes out, you'll at least get to see them. I was hoping during this live they would come out and y'all could see them because they're freaking beautiful. But they're shy creatures apparently. Or just given plenty of hiding spaces and space. You know, they're just not right there in your face like if you have them in a glass box. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Yeah, I don't think it's... Nope, it sure doesn't. Yeah, I don't know if like I turned it to my face, if it would let me go sideways on the front camera. Or, yeah, front camera. But then I want to be able to see the chat. Oh, ugly. Hi. Thank you for stopping by. Nope, you can't even do it. Can't even do it that way. Oh, you want to see me sing? Baby Shark. No. See that? I showed my face and 2 people dropped. Yeah, it's because I started it like this and it's mobile. Is it real tiny for you guys? That's what I mean. I should have done this on StreamYard. It was random. Next time, I will do better. Hopefully, more people show up too. But guys, I've been on here for almost an hour and a half. About 3 minutes shy of it. Liquid Zoo, you really are the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate you trying to get some people in here. I appreciate you fixing the Fish Fam link because I'm sure that will affect other people too, not just me. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the likes. Everybody who did. How long is your hair now? I don't know. I don't measure it. It's probably almost down to my shoulders again, but I've been doing that weird cut all summer, so the bottom has to catch up with the top. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I really do. I can't say it enough. There is 8 people sitting in here, even though 8 people aren't talking. I don't care. You doing your fish stuff. You got it playing and your phone set down. You're in the other room. Thank you. I appreciate it. I can't stress that enough. So thank you very much for attending. I doubt anybody gets to this point on the replay, but if you do, you're one of a kind special, and I surely thank you very much. But with that said, everybody, I'm about to hop off here. So, as always, stay casual. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Debs, Aqua Pets was lurking. Thanks, Casual, and everyone. Take care. Thank you, Debs. I appreciate it. I'm not even sure if I know you, but thank you. Just like Brennan, he's getting off. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, maybe I should have stayed on longer. False alarm. False alarm. I'm going to try to be a little more regular with some streams, but, you know, I don't know who all really wants to come hang out. So I figured the 1300 is clean, clear, looking good. I'm proud of it. I can see my fish, and now I can start moving forward with it. And I figured if anybody wanted to chip in some ideas or critiques or whatever, then that's what we would do. And I probably should have done it earlier in the day, but you got to fight with everybody. There's so many people in the Fish Fam that, like, every day is tooken at a certain time, and it's just, you got to go live when you go live, and whatever pans out, pans out. But thanks again, everybody. I appreciate it. I appreciate the likes, the subscribes, the views, everything. Have a good night and stay casual. This is me signing out, the 1300 gallon.